that good enough? I hope that's good enough. Oh, how are we doing? Let's darken that a little bit. We are off to do legs. I think leg day might have been my last video too. How is that? Is that too dark? I feel like that's getting a little too dark. Let's have it's not too bad. We are off to Powerhouse, my favorite gym. I have not recorded there in over a year. So the last time I recorded was last month, and it was at Symmetry, and I love recording at Symmetry. It's a lot easier, and I'm not in people's way because it's a private gym. But with this, I'm likely to be in people's way, although 3 o'clock's not the worst hour. I actually do like the evening sun. It looks great inside the gym, especially when the sun starts to set. You see that nice warm yellow hit my body. I'm gonna try and go ham today. I have been having a lot of success with my back injury. Everything's kind of healing up now, and I'm strengthening my back even. And doing yoga once a week has been huge. If you are a bodybuilder or a gym bro and you're super tight, let me tell you, man, it is really important to do yoga, stretching, and getting massages. Believe it or not, deep tissue massages, breaking down that fascia and opening up your body to expand and actually develop more muscle. I didn't know that. I learned this a couple of years ago with my first coach ever. Taught me that if you get deep tissue massages like all the pros do, the big reason why is not just recovery, but to break their fascia tissue, and smoothing it out allows, and relaxing it allows for more muscle to grow, because what you're doing when your fascia is all tight and condensed, you're keeping your muscle caged in and not leaving it with enough room to expand. So if you allow your body to grow, it will. I might have to fact check that. I want to fact check it so that I sound better, because the way I expressed that was clearly, I took that in 2 years ago and I'm trying to preach it again 2 years later. Trust me, bro. I'm not trying to give that trust me, bro energy. My legs, I'm actually seeing a lot of development. I'm really impressed with how fast we bounce back. Your bodies, it's not just like muscle memory. I also didn't lose as much as I thought I would. To catch anyone up, I was out of the gym for over almost 5 months. I heard it in first week of June, and it really sucked, dude. I was 6 weeks out and I just started working out again in the past 2 months. So I was 6 weeks out to the Southern Championship that was held, I believe, in Boca this year. And 6 weeks out, I was 8.8% body fat, making amazing progress, because I think I started at 18% body fat, which you typically wouldn't do when you're 12 weeks away from a show, 16 weeks away from a show. I think it was exactly 16 weeks away. It was just gonna be a practice show, but I was just doing so well. I was 194 pounds, 8.8% body fat. I had about 10 pounds left to lose, which is pretty crazy when you see your body at 8.8% body fat, and you're like, I still have 10 pounds to lose. It's crazy. And potentially more. I put the block at 10 just because my max weight to step on stage would be 184 pounds, I believe, 186 pounds maybe. So I knew that I at least needed to lose 10 pounds, which a lot of that becomes water. When you get really close, you can lose 5 to 8 pounds of just fucking water with a proper water protocol. I never want to use diuretics, by the way. I do have diuretics, but sorry to drop you guys. You raise me up. When I have used diuretics as practice in the past, I've used hydrochlorothiazide, and I believe I've used furosemide once, and it was, again, just like practice runs, just testing it out to see how it affects my body. And you dry up, but you cramp up, and even with electrolytes and trying to stay as hydrated as possible while dehydrated as possible is the goal, is to be super dehydrated for the aesthetic, but not going into kidney failure, that peak week protocol. But I did a couple practice runs, and my very first show, I really surprised myself with the water protocol. It just works, it just does. I did 3 gallons. I kind of went hardcore with it. I was new, learning, and I did 3 gallons of water first day, 3 gallons of water second day, 2 gallons of water third day, 1 gallon of water fourth day, half a gallon, and then I think 2 cups, and then 1 cup the day before show, and then pretty much no salt as well. I was not salting my food. That was also a mistake. I did not understand that it's good to have some salt. One, you need some salt. You can't just dehydrate your body like that with 0 sodium And I had a lot of potassium though. I was taking potassium supplements and eating bananas and potatoes as my carb sources, mainly white potato and sweet potato for the potassium, because potassium will help you hold water but not sodium. It'll help you stay hydrated without holding water, excuse me. So sodium would. And bro, I lost 5 pounds of water, 6 pounds of water easily. And it was crazy because the first 3 days you don't notice it, and then the fifth day, holy shit, you really start to lose some water. And especially if you're doing sauna, like I was doing daily 3-mile walks, not working out, it was peak week, but my first show I really did well with the water dehydration, the water protocol. I almost said water retention. I was also on retatrutide as well, and I gotta tell you, not my first show, but before I injured my back, and I'm back on it right now, and it's next level when it comes to bodybuilding, when it comes to cutting down body fat. It's not just the body fat factors that it has, it's the appetite suppressant that really is important, because I just don't care about eating donuts or going crazy with a cheat meal. I'm just eating for fuel, and I just look at food as fuel, which you can still do without it, but I just don't have cravings. And when I'm hungry, feeling hungry and starving, I just drink water. And that fullness and the slowing of your gastric emptying from the retatrutide helps me stay satiated off of just water. That feeling of satiation from just water. And for a while, you chug 8 quick ounces of water and you're good for an hour. And I have electrolytes every day. I have plenty of sodium in my meals, so really, even when you're cutting, there's just no reason to skimp out on electrolytes. It's very, very important for fueling your muscles and sending your glycogen and carbohydrates throughout your body. All your supplements, all your vitamins and nutrition that you get from your food, electrolytes. The purpose of the sodium, a part of its purpose, is to move all those vitamins and minerals into your body, your muscles, your organs. People start to stack on water weight with electrolytes and creatine, and they get scared of the water weight. They get scared of getting a little jiggle in the mirror, especially as you get closer and closer to your body fat goals, especially when you're stepping on stage at 5%. You notice when you had too much salt, or when you've had salt in a meal. You will watch yourself gain water retention in your skin, which is kind of cool to see. When you get that lean, you really notice every little detail. And when you're posing constantly in a mirror, you really get to learn your body. Pump covers are my new thing now. Really appreciate them. You still look massive, and sometimes I honestly think they create the illusion of looking bigger than you are, even though you're not exposing the muscle with a tank top or a stringer. And I appreciate, Sam Sulek said he does it to avoid the distraction in the mirror from seeing his glorious muscles. And so I do distract myself often when I just see how well I'm doing in the mirror. And I do practice posing in between sets and stuff, but doing it with pump cover on, it just feels less distracting. And I'm personally on a journey of trying to not allow external validation to take precedent in my life. I really like self-affirming, not relying on anyone else to make me feel good about myself. And especially, you can even externally validate yourself with what you see in the mirror. And I think that happens often with body dysmorphia, something I definitely used to struggle with, that I've come leaps and bounds, moved mountains compared to how bad it used to be. So bad, if I started to see the six-pack go away, I would just stop eating and then do 3 hours of cardio until I saw the six-pack the way I wanted to see the six-pack. Very unhealthy. And the pressure I would put on myself to always be at my best and be lean enough and be big enough. Now I'm just grateful and happy to not be injured. That's something that's good about these experiences that are really can be defeating, and it was defeating when I injured my back, has now become my war story for myself and taught me that how fragile I am and to be careful, but that I can overcome an injury, and that my gym journey is not over just because I've had a 4 to 5 month setback. I'm kind of rambling here just because getting used to talking to a camera. It's easy for me to just listen to myself talk. My brain's always going. Another perk to ADHD and caffeine. Oh my God, from that pre-workout, 3:30 p.m. I probably should not have had that much caffeine. But legs, I try to give myself my best opportunity for success. I might stop caffeine altogether. I'm kind of feeling like it's not that it's a hindrance, and it certainly makes me feel amazing, but I do think I noticed the crash of caffeine, and I wonder if it is even negatively impacting my workout than it is by accelerating my heart rate maybe, or making me so, my ADHD is already bad without caffeine. Adding a stimulant definitely doesn't make it easier to focus. Whereas regular pre-workout that had 0 caffeine in it, which I do get from Bucked Up as well, use code LEOLIFE1 for 20% off. It gives me a kickback and supports me. I noticed that I definitely get the pump and focus, the nootropic effects, but I'm just not jittery. I'm not really, oh, you can't see me while we're in here. I might start switching the ISO. Well, I will see you inside. Can you hear me? All right. See how that's doing. You're starting with hamstrings here because that helps me with there's something about that hamstring pump when we do our squatting movement next. This is gonna be a quad focus day, but we want to hit everything on our legs. I just make sure to focus on a quad dominant squat and a quad dominant leg press, as opposed to widening my ankles for a bias towards my hamstrings, like we do on our hamstring day. This is gonna be some isolation work. This is one of the better hamstring workouts that you can do, besides the seated hamstring curl, is number 1. But the machine here, I actually don't like it the way it fits my body, so we're just gonna do standing hamstring curl. Really important to engage your core here and not have your back arching like this. You want it more hunched forward. Only 60 pounds. I'm humbled on this machine. When I do seated leg curls, I can do a lot more weight, but with this, it's a lot heavier. Well, I guess it is unilateral, to be fair. That is 60 pounds solo instead of doing 120 pounds bilateral with the lying leg curls seated. I struggle with, you're supposed to be neutral footed, or pointing your toes is supposed to be what uses more of your, keeping yourself at a 90-degree angle with your feet is supposed to be using too much of your calves right up here to this portion of your leg when you're using your hamstring curl. So when you keep your foot like this, it apparently uses this portion of your calf. But I'm trying not to, so I'm trying to point my toes, but I honestly feel the opposite. When I point my toes, I feel like I'm using more calf. And it's kind of, when I try to think of your leg as your forearm, and your bicep is like your hamstring, and your tricep is like your quads. So when you're bending, trying to do a bicep curl, you're trying to use less forearm and your wrist. I don't know if that affects it at all. I like to give myself 2 minutes rest. I would typically do 3 minutes rest, honestly. Having more rest is better for hypertrophy because now you're able to do heavier weight now that you've rested in time. Right now I'm not doing crazy weight. I'm trying to get through 5 sets as well. All right, I'm really gonna just be exposing to you guys my last 2 sets. This one I showed you the warm-up set, but I think we're gonna go to 90 and try to get 5 to 8 reps. I am training for hypertrophy, and I'm not trying to always just hit 8 to 12. 8 to 12 is typically what I do, but I'm feeling bold. And you know what, I barely did 8 solid reps at 75 pounds. But there's something about after getting warmed up, I just feel like I can always keep bumping up. Let's just see what happens at 90. And worst case is we get 5 reps that are good. Get some half skis in there. I do like to get half skis. I think that it is important to really tucker out the muscle. And maybe it's just adding too much fatigue for the later sets, but it's something that I enjoy. And I think ultimately when you're in the gym, pushing as hard as you can, doing what you enjoy, that's what's gonna keep you coming back over and over again and not feel like you're at the gym it makes it feel like less of a chore. Oh man, already done resting. Wow, yeah, definitely too much weight. I don't even know if I got 5 good reps. Yeah, definitely feeling a pump in my calves too. Gotta humble myself and not do such ego lifting. Yeah, pretty bad set, to be honest. I definitely should have stayed at 75. I knew that was going to be hard. All right, now we're going to move on to our squatting movement, and this movement is going to be more quad focused. And I did, again, hamstrings first, so that I'd have a nice pump, so that when I get deep into the squat, I can feel my hamstrings touching my calves, and that's going to just feel all around better for me. Give it a try. I learned this from other bodybuilders and coaches that I've had in the past. Highly recommend trying it if you haven't. So I love hack squats. Hack squats because I am able to go really deep with a narrow stance. My heart rate is down to 108. I've only rested 2 minutes, typically 3 minutes, but these warm-up sets weren't too hard. Oh, I was actually 120. All right, I'm only gonna do 12 even if I can do more, because I don't want to fatigue myself for when I do the heavier weight, when I get to 4 and possibly 5 plates. These are humbling as well.
What is taking it so long to find me? Oh, baby, my lover.
See how deep I can get.
Tell him if you see him, baby, if you see him, tell him. It's your heart. Why is it beautiful? Waiting for me to get over why he already sent him my place. I only fear he's taking time with other women that ain't you an application. Wait till I tell him all through for how long he kept me praying to the Lord. And he must keep me.
I just don't feel any back pain when I do this. I love it. This is a new machine too. This is pretty nice, pretty badass. Do that heart rate gets to 150, 155. We'll definitely do 4 plates. 12 was hard. What's crazy with legs is you can really push yourself past your limits. I felt done at 10. I did 2 more. And I bet I could have done 20, honestly. But I don't need that level of fatigue for this next set. I think I'm just gonna give you guys my last set. I wanted to record this one in case 4 plates is all I could do. Oh man, all right, last set. Holy shit, we can do this. Show me something. All right, we can do this. All right, I need some motivation here. This is gonna be really hard. No, it's not, we got this. Okay, God, I'm stalling. Okay, come on. Okay. Whew. Oh wow. That's the last set. Oh, I kind of want to do one more. Oh God. I'm gonna play it safe. I'm still in recovery mode. Whew. Yeah, a little lightheaded there. All right. Oh, good job. Let's move on. Alrighty. This is my absolute favorite quad machine. Oh, digesting that chicken and rice. This is the aquatic leg extension. Absolutely my favorite. I absolutely have to hit this every single leg day. It's one of the only workouts you can do for your legs that has a high load during the stress position of your quadriceps rectus femoris. And I think it really helps with the teardrop here at the bottom of your quads. This is good thing to cook right before you're doing either a squatting movement or a leg press movement. Today I'm going to be doing leg press, and I want to get some glute as well. I do glutes with my quad focus days, and then I do calves with my hamstring focus days. So we're going to be doing hip thrusts, but after our leg press we're going to be doing reverse lunges. After this we're going to go to abductors and adductors. All right, that's too long of a stretch. Let's go. Three, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh God. Ooh-wee. Oh my God. Oh man. Whew. Oh wow. Yeah, this is my second to last set on this. I'm not showing you guys the warm-ups anymore. I just want to show you guys the hard work that's put in on the last couple sets. I also want to show you what failure and close to failure looks like. That was clearly failure because I barely hit 9 and I was going for 12. And I did a little half ski for the 10th. I was going to try and do a half ski for the 11th. As you saw, that was a quarter ski. Again, tension's tension, so I'm not upset about it. I love it. Wow, that really cooked my legs just now. I'm down here because I accidentally made the tripod too short. All right, I'll see you on the last set. I had to give myself the full 3 minutes. My heart rate wouldn't get down to 120, so now it's down to 110, so we're doing good. That's another important thing is, if you're really going for hypertrophy and doing your best and lifting your best, you want to get your heart rate down. Okay. Jesus, my legs are so full of blood. All right, we can do this. Focus. X. 8. Oh man. No. I even bumped up. Oh my God. Wow. Oh wow, that was good. I did not expect to do that well. Let's see if we can get to see this pump real quick. Look at how crazy. You can barely see the definition from the massive amounts of blood in there. Oh my God. I can't even bend my leg. Oh, that's crazy. So I would have typically done my leg press movement after doing quads, but I am cooked after that. I really did a good job on, honestly, the hack squats and the leg extension. So we're finishing up our last 2 sets of these adductors. We're adding in, and these give the nice width to that inner thigh, especially when you're doing the X-frame pose for your relaxed pose on stage, and where you're spreading your legs and pushing your knees outward. And that allows for the illusion of really thick thighs and closing in the gap that's in between both your legs. You're just trying to look massive, even in classic, not just open. And now I'm gonna go to abductors directly after. And then we're gonna do reverse lunges for glutes. This is to activate my gluteus medius on the side, and the reverse lunge is to get some of the maximus. I'm trying to get a bigger maximus. I think bodybuilders typically get really big and boxy looking glutes because of how big their gluteus medius and gluteus, oh my God, minimus. The minimus and the minimus medius maximus. And I'm trying to avoid that. I want more maximus, and there's not a lot of movements that can really bias that other than pressing movements, and the reverse lunge is great for that. Regular walking lunges are amazing for that as well. I devote a lot of my glutes to my mom, and walking lunges, reverse lunges, and hip thrusts or glute bridges, whatever you have available to you. Oh my God, 130 pounds. This is hard. I'm tuckered out. Thank God I did that caffeine, guys. I was thinking about, man, this is too much. You're getting that pre-workout jitters. And now I'm like, oh, thank God I did that because I'm actually awake for this. All right, let's focus. Enough yapping and stalling. Pardon any junkage. Six, 7, 8. 11, 12, 13. Oh God. All right, we're gonna do some. Gonna do some abductors now, spreading. Do that gluteus medius, and finish off with some either reverse lunges or glute bridges, depending on how tuckered out I am. All right, we're only able to bump up a little bit. I actually cooked myself at 110 pounds. I thought I was gonna be able to do a lot more, but we're just bumping up to 120. This is our last 2 sets. So we'll try to get better form, since I've been slacking on form this entire workout. Except those hack squats. We did fucking amazing on those hack squats. All right. Oh, we changed my footing placement too on these machines. I had a place to put your heel or dig your heel. And I can't tell if digging my heel and keeping a 90-degree angle with my foot is better than when I have the heel toes pointed down. I honestly feel like I get a lot more activation. I know a lot of people like to lean forward and straighten their back while bracing their core to activate more glute than just your quadriceps lateralis. But again, this is difficult for me because I'm getting the mind muscle connection when I lay back and start spreading my legs. Pause. All the blood is in my legs and not my brain. All right. Yeah, I could have done 15, honestly, like 12 good reps and then 3 half skis. I should have done that. All right. Excuse me, 80 minutes into this workout. I think I'm just gonna, for the sake of time, I'm just gonna show you guys that set. I'm gonna do one more, but we need to move on to, I'm starting to get confident again. I might even do leg press or glute bridge, because that will do good on my quads and glutes. And again, that's gonna kind of give me more of the medius and gluteus minimus more than it is the gluteus maximus, which is what I was initially going for with the reverse lunges. You know what, screw it, we're doing reverse lunges no matter what. All right. I keep wanting to bitch out of the lunges because they're so brutal, but it's just an amazing finisher. And reverse lunges are gonna be the best for glute hypertrophy, especially right now. They're a new movement for me, so I'm gonna get those newbie gains, and I really feel sore the next day. All right. So we are committing to the reverse lunges to finish off our quads and glutes. I actually prefer this over, well, I'll say this. I definitely notice more stimulus. Perhaps it's because it's more new movement for me. When I say I notice more stimulus, is because I'm really sore from doing these, from my glutes specifically. And I usually do walking lunges instead of reverse lunges. And man, I gotta tell you, like, I'm feeling the entire glute when I do it. And I'm getting better mind-muscle connection as I continue to go with reverse lunges versus the walking lunges. Holy cow. This is a great finisher. I'm not going too heavy. My first set's gonna be just 20-pound dumbbells, but I'm also raising my feet on a small platform of a 45 plate. What this does is allow for an even deeper stretch. As I progress with this, I will move on to 2 plates, maybe even 3 plates. Doing a bench might always be a little bit too high. I think there's just a lot of knee flexion there, but let's see what we can do. I also like to do unilateral, and when I say that, obviously lunges are always unilateral, but I mean doing one leg at a time, so all 10 to 12 reps with left leg and then 10 to 12 reps with right leg. I like to do left side first because I feel like my left side typically is the weaker side. So if I can only do 11 reps with the left side, I'm only gonna do 11 reps with the right side, even if the right side can do 15 reps. So I wanna even out the muscle strength, assuming that that will help me keep more of a symmetrical balance with my muscle mass. All right, enough yapping, all this caffeine. All right. We also want to lean forward, and we're gonna push off with our heels. We'll put a lot of the weight, most of the weight in our heels as we push up. And wider strides, which can be difficult in the beginning. That's hard to keep form. All right, my legs are so tired. I also like to point my toe inward as well. It's supposed to stretch a little bit of glute, but I also notice you're better balancing. These are not gonna look perfect. Recently when I did 12. Oh, hopefully that was even. That was warm set. I think I'm gonna stick with 20s. I'm telling you, we'll see. Probably bump up as we go. Let me get my head back in the frame. I'm just gonna show you the last set of this. Let's see where we get to. All right, we bumped up to 30s, figured out my foot placement for plate. Has a lot of gaps in it, and I'm just dealing with an even platform. Luckily I have my powerlifting shoes, which I highly recommend for at least leg day. When you're doing squatting moves and stuff, unless you're gonna go barefoot or use those toe shoes. I don't know if those toe shoes are nice, but some people swear by them for leg day. Oh, last set, let's make this count. I'm feeling ballsy. I kind of want to, I don't know if it's the caffeine or what, but I feel like I need to do some glute bridges after this. Because again, a little bit more quad, but it's so glute focused. Honestly, a little more hamstring than quad, what am I saying? The way I'm doing it, because I'm not going deep on the hip thrust. Are you guys able to see this? We'll do a pump check later. The pump's kind of gone though, to be honest. Pretty low carb right now. think I'm doing under 200 grams. Not necessarily going for, I don't know, I'm just able to function on this diet. So I'm just continuing it until my body starts asking for more. Kind of eat a little bit reckless when I'm at the fire department, so I don't mind this low calorie, not low calorie, but it's 2,000 calories and low carb, under 200 grams of carbs, but 220 grams of protein too, so it's, I think, 60 grams of fat. All right, accidentally using some lower back in this, but just a sign that I'm getting gassed out. I'm over here talking about doing glute bridges next. I should just stop. It's about to be a 2-hour workout. All right, enough time yapping. Okay. My leg is strong on my left side for this. Something's wrong with my right foot. Yeah, what the fuck? Oh, I can't wait to look back at that and see what I'm doing wrong. Okay. All right. So I am gonna do some glute bridges. I'm just gonna do 2 sets. This is just to cook the last bit of whatever quad and glute I have left. Not doing crazy weights. I will add another plate for the last set. We're not going for deep hip flexion. We're actually going for, because that will make it a little more quad and hamstring focused. We're trying to bias our glutes with this. We're gonna get enough quad and hamstring activation just from, as the secondary, since we cooked them from extensions and squats. I could do the squat press, it's actually right in front of me, to do some glute, but I don't trust it. I just never seem to get that, again, my muscle connection with my glutes, and although if I practice it, I'm sure I'll get it eventually. But right now I just want something that's consistent and works for me right now. All right. You want the belt just slightly under your hips at the top of your femurs. And you want your feet a little bit out away from you. We're pushing with our heels and trying to pause at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my God. Okay. We may not even add plates. I am cooked. Who am I kidding? We're gonna have one more plate. Lightweight, baby. Oh wow. All right, I'm gonna give myself a proper 3-minute rest. Add some plates, try to get 5 to 8 really good reps. And my heels almost a little bit too far out. I know it's theoretically supposed to help glutes, but I think shortening my glutes on contraction by getting a higher bridge, I think is better. I should do a kinesiology class. I think that's how you pronounce that. All right, we're gonna close this out. So tired. We're supposed to do abs, so I always do abs with leg day. We've been taking our time with this. We've been having fun with this. This is a long ass video. I'm not gonna do abs today, and that's fine. I do a lot of abs with my HIIT training anyway, and we're fine. All right. My rambling's becoming more rambly as I get tired. All the blood's out of my brain. All right, let's close her out. Oh. Heavy. Oh, wow. Cooked. That's it. That's a wrap. We are done. Let's go pose. No, please. Is that gonna focus on me? We're recording. All right. Take number 3. We are done with the gym. Had a great leg day. Oh, I'm still not used to looking at the lens. I keep looking at my little side camera here, but I keep needing to adjust things, so it forces me to need to tend to it. I think it's this auto ISO, honestly. It has my brightness getting adjusted automatically, and I think that makes it unfocus and then refocus. Take every red light opportunity to fix the camera. Oh, that's bad. We'll do this. Oh, no, that's not enough. God damn it. It's when you want the red lights that you get all the green lights. Let's just keep it at 5,000. I just want it to stay focused on me. Please stay focused on me. That red looks good. Got that Tesla, wrapped Tesla truck. See, look away. Why the fuck is it not auto-focusing? God damn it. Autofocus, please. Anyways, we are done with the leg day. I always have this weird sensation of not need, it's just, yeah, I need to do more. My muscles are just getting gassed out and I'm just getting physically exhausted. And I know it's 100% because I'm low carb, and electrolytes can only do so much when you have so much glycogen in your muscles. And so I do HIIT training as well, minimum twice a week. I try to do 3 times a week. I like it for heart health. I understand it's not that good for continuing to have hypertrophy training. It's not optimal because you want low intensity cardio, keeping your heart rate minimum under 120, if not 110, like walking or biking or things of that nature. But I love the idea of having heart health, kidney health. It does increase your C-reactive protein in your blood work, which is kind of funny. My doctor thought I had hepatitis C because of how high my inflammation was showing in my blood work. But it was simply because of my high intensity interval training that I had the day before. Your blood work is simply a snapshot in time of right now what your blood looks like. Oh, I can't even think, you guys. Just focusing on the road. My goals right now are a little bit all over the place. I'm gonna map out my structure here and just sort of train like I am in competition prep, just kind of year round. I don't need to get much bigger, and when you have PEDs helping you out, it's not that important if you're not trying to get super big to have these 2-year-long bulks. I'm sort of capped out anyway for my height for classic physique if I want to continue with classic physique, which I do. I love classic physique. I don't want to go to open yet, and I do think I could step on an open stage, but I could be like, I think 198 pounds at 5'7". I think I can be 184 at 5'7", but if it's 5'6", I'm 5'6", 6.9. I don't know, it differs. Some days I'm literally 5'7". I'll do like decompression table until I become 5'7". And so I'm not trying to really get big. I'm in recovery mode from a back injury. I'm sort of just having fun with it, prep style training. I always train for hypertrophy. I never really do volume. Volume will probably behoove of me right now while I'm trying to get back to where I was when it comes to how heavy I used to lift prior to my back injury. But the numbers are pretty close. I'm not so far behind. And I feel size. I'm already back to 190, and I was 194 at 8% body fat June 1st or May 31st, according to InBody. And right now I'm 190 at probably 16, maybe a little more, probably 16. We didn't have the best lighting to look at my abs with that posing routine. I was sort of so out of it, I couldn't think of poses. And there's someone else in there, and I kind of get out of there. I just was not feeling it. I would like to give a way better pose down. And it's a little bit better to show off. My goal is not just to do poses in front of you guys. It's actually kind of just the pump, Sam Sulik style. He's my biggest influence with these types of vlogs. I'm trying to become more and more genuine and authentic with my presentation on camera. I don't really act like him at all. I'm not trying to, but I like his style of just vlog before the trip to the gym, vlog after the gym, pose during the middle of his workout while he's all pumped up on whatever body part. So like he'll look in chest and tricep poses that you would see on stage while he's all pumped up if he did chest or push day. He's not gonna do a lat spread on his push day, you know. But kind of that I want to start as to sort of my journey as well. I really thinking long term here. I think it'll always be nice to kind of and see, you know, done for myself, and to remember the days in case somehow someday, you know, it's 10 years from now, I start to develop like a serious following, you know, who knows, 1 million, you know, funny and cute. But we'll see how that works. I don't think I can go wrong if I keep trying. There's no failing if you're not done. And I'm just not throwing in the towel yet. I almost hit a couple times. I'll tell you, a big motivator was spending so much freaking money on this camera lens. It's like a setup, including my computer, was $3,000 to be able to render these 4K quality videos. Absolutely necessary. It was taking me days and days to make a 30-minute YouTube video, and now it takes a couple hours. Significantly different. All right. Oh, guys. Oh, please focus. Focus. Just do it. Prove to me you love me. Oh, see that doesn't mean I just need to get closer. Anyway, don't know what to do about it. I don't know what to do about it. I guess it's really aiming the lens like at. I guess it does kind of autofocus if it's. Why? Why not focus? Why not? I don't understand. Do you not see me? All right. Well, I have your attention. All right, fuck it. God damn it. Can we see me? I guess I just need to make it super fucking bright. Really pissing me off. Why? Why are you focusing on the fucking tree out there? Thank you. Is this gonna do it? Will you focus on me now? All right. I'm gonna wrap up this video now, guys. Man, I need to start looking at this fucking lens. Well, I'm keeping in check. I'm starting to learn how to use this camera and fix things. This is a hard day. I haven't had that many calories today. I had oatmeal and eggs, and that's all I'm surviving off of. We were in the gym for 2 hours and 45 minutes. We burned 1,200 calories, according to my watch. Did a great leg day. I'm actually proud of myself. I think we did a good job. Oh, I hope this microphone was working the whole time. All right, I'm gonna stop yapping. I got nothing else to say. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.